We're at Telco AI Summit Europe, and I'm joined by Lucy Lombardi from Telecom Italia. Lucy, we are seeing heightened interest from the telecommunications community to deploy sophisticated AI and analytics in their daily operations. What do you attribute this interest to?
I think the heightened interest to AI and data analytics in the telco industry is due to two main factors. The first one is the oncoming of 5G, fifth generation. Fifth generation will introduce a lot of flexibility in the network, a lot of new features, innovative features like slicing, edge computing, at a time in which we're also virtualizing the core network, so there's a lot of cloudification of the core network. The radio access network is also being virtualized, and we're talking about Open RAN. And all these elements together will be quite complex. So our traditional tools in network engineering and network deployment will need to be revised, and potentially AI can actually help deploy in a more effective way the networks. The second major element is the availability of data. So we're seeing an increased availability of data. Most operators have gone through a journey of big data lakes, and have gained experience in the big data and the value of data. And now we're moving into creating value out of this data through AI, both for internal processes and also customer-facing interface.
I see. And can you tell me more about the Telecom Italia's AI Centre of Competence projects?
Yes, it developed through many years. We started out working with the academia, with the major Italian universities, opening what we call the Joint Open Labs. And initially we had one of these Joint Open Labs in Trento dedicated to big data, and that's where we started many years ago our journey on the data. And it further developed into joint activity with the Politecnico of Torino now, Joint Open Lab with the Politecnico of Torino, dedicated to artificial intelligence. So we have experts on AI, data scientists, and they actually develop some AI algorithms for internal processes. But we also choose to partner in some areas of AI where it makes more sense to partner, where the algorithm itself is not specific to our internal data or our internal processes or our internal organization. So one example of this, for instance, is the chat bot or the voice bot. There we decide to partner with the external AI experts to develop the solutions for us. But otherwise, for the OSS, for instance, internally, we develop them internally.
Oh, that's really interesting. And can you tell us more about the AI digitization deployment?
So we are applying AI to several areas. I think we're really at the dawn of what the AI potential is for telcos. So we're doing some experiences in the customer-facing chatbot and voice bot, some experience in different areas of OSS, but I think there's much more to come. To simplify, we have made 4 major categories of AI. One is the customer-facing, one is network, the other one is security, and the last one is monetization. They're not necessarily in this order. We just started with the customer-facing, the OSS, and the other ones that will be coming are monetization and security.
What will you be working on as well in the next 5 to 10 years? What kind of rollouts can we expect from Telecom Italia?
I think, at least also looking at internally our reality and in other telcos, we haven't really been working too much on AI in terms of security and fraud. And I think that's a really, really big potential of application of AI. Mm-hmm. So I think in the next 5 or 10 years, we'll see a lot of development in those areas there.
Yeah, and can I also ask you, what do you like best about coming to Telco AI Summit Europe to speak, and what do you think of the content this year?
Very interesting. The topic is spot on, is very innovative. As I mentioned earlier, I think we're at the dawn of the AI development, so it's very, very useful to exchange views with others that are along the same journey, to learn from other people, to also understand what the innovative trends, what has worked, what hasn't worked, to learn from each other, because after all, we're all in an ecosystem, so an ecosystem approach is very important.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for speaking to us at Telco AI Summit Europe. It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.